I have a plan. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Fate's End. I feel like every time I do the intro for this, I'm doing the intro for Whose Line Is It Anyway? Like, welcome, where the points don't matter. Yeah, we know Raina isn't here yet. She's having some internet difficulties, but Daniel, she's waiting to come in the lobby. I'm gonna let her in, okay, Daniel? Oh, you're muted.
What's up?
Raina's in the lobby. I'm gonna let her in, okay?
Oh, okay.
What's up? Oh, nothing. We're just streaming. Nothing.
Yeah, we're just streaming. It's okay, guys.
Okay.
We jumbled for just a second here as Raina. There she is. Well, I mean, we're real people. We're not like Critical Role or anything. We're just real normal people. All right, welcome to Fate's End, everyone. A homebrew game, D&D game by Ink and Lyre. I'll be your tail weaver for the evening. Hopefully, my words won't be quite as twisted as they are right now. But yes, let's get into our announcements. So, please subscribe if you like our channel. Subscribers get awesome emotes. Our huzzah, nat 20, nat 1, our snonk piggy heart. Those are all available to our tier 1 subscribers, and we also have our insight check emoji for our tier 2 subscribers and our rip skull emoji for our tier 3 subscribers. So you can subscribe now and get access to all those awesome emotes, and then don't forget you have that Twitch Prime, and you can subscribe for free. Real quick, today's giveaway. If you haven't seen on our Instagram or Twitter, today we're going to be giving away this absolutely gorgeous white oak dice vault. Again, our giveaway is presented by Nine Realms Gaming. They create top-notch gaming accessories from the finest woods this realm has to offer. They never used any dyes or stains. All of their vaults are foam lined, so you can see that right there. And they use rare earth magnets that they actually screw in, so they never pop up. Or pop out. And they use oil-based finishes to bring out the natural color. Absolutely gorgeous. So you can win that, and we will announce the winner during our break. I'll start it in just a second. But again, starting today, we're going to be giving away Nine Realms Gaming tabletop accessories every Monday at 7:30 during our Fate's End stream. If you are itching to get your hands on one of these legendary items faster, you can visit their website now and use our exclusive partner code LYRE10 to get 10% off. And they make tons of stuff like this dice vault. They do dice towers and dice trays and everything, so definitely check them out. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start the giveaway. We're going to announce the winner right before we go to break, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So, the giveaway has started. You can use the command loot, which is !loot, to enter if you would like a chance to win this dice vault. Again, beautiful. Smells amazing. And then you can see like it has like really pretty striped. That's my favorite part. I don't know if you can see on camera there, but there's like this striping of the wood grain, which is really pretty. So that has started. If you would like to enter, you can go ahead and enter via chat. All right, I think, is that all our announcements? Oh. If you want to enter, you have to be a follower to enter, and you have to be here to redeem. Those are the only conditions for the giveaway. I think that's it, though. That being said, the time has come. Let's draw our cards for tonight's episode of Fate's End. All right, and we are back. So, as a recap, last session... Again, sorry guys, I'm still recovering from a cold here. So I'll try not to cough too much, but... Recap. Last session, Lorelai and Priaria made their way to the Quail's Cup. They spoke with Triv and learned more about what was going on and that the Sparrowhawks are keeping an eye on the city during these times. Triv had the fines paid, and to Lorelai's request, he paid all of the fines. Priaria and Lorelai, they both returned to the inn. Lorelai experienced a waking nightmare. The group reconvened that morning. Finn and Samson went to retrieve one of the larvae, only to find Crick locked in a trunk, and most of his larvae and research gone, as well as that vial. The party then regrouped once more, and they met with Revenir for the second time, where a ton of information was exchanged, and plans were made to have Revenir meet this Grevir fellow. Samson and Ermir had a major confrontation about what was going on, and a conflict of loyalties and trust, essentially, was kind of what was going on. Roaring Bear then hit him, and then helped him back up. And then Samson took off with Volpa, where he made a pact in the woods with an old friend. So coming back into this scene here, we continue our tale as Samson re-enters the Fool's Gold Inn with Volpa in hand, or at his side. After scouting the Wildwoods, you rejoin your companions after an hour and a half or so, and you all see Samson come back into the inn. And he rejoins you at the table, your special table that Penny reserves for you.
Did we get a short rest while all this was happening?
Oh yeah, definitely short rest. So you can go ahead and take a short rest.
Because I got smacked, which was understandable.
Yes, definitely take a short rest.
Okay.
All right. What do you guys do?
I walk in to. Is everyone in the same place?
Yeah, everyone, unless nobody had said they were going anywhere else, so I assume that everyone stayed in the inn and just kind of talked amongst themselves while you went out.
So I walk up with Volpa. I pull out a good berry and I eat it, of course. And I say, well, I found us a spot out in the Wildwoods. Should be safe enough. Think not too far from here. It'd be good for everybody.
Finn's going to be reading his Savion book, and he's just going to be like looking nervously over to Samson, and then glancing at Ermir, and then over at Samson, and then over at Ermir. Like, are they going to blow up at each other again?
That seems. I'm just so you all see like Finn's just kind of like poking his head out, like eyes darting.
Yeah.
Very uncomfortable. Not trying to hide that.
Iramir's got his head down. He's writing something or drawing something on the table. He can't really like blueprints, and he doesn't even acknowledge Samson as he comes in.
Well, shall we set a time then?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Samson, are you feeling good? Are you feeling better?
I am feeling better. Sometimes all it takes is a little bit of time away and clear your head, you know. The woods is good for that. Looks like Ermir is doing something similar.
Yeah, maybe we should go.
Oh, come on. It doesn't have to be awkward, does it?
Well, let's set a time then.
Oh, no. Well, shouldn't we talk to Grevir about that? Isn't that right, Ermir? He'll help us pick a time out when he's available.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
I go, ugh, you guys are more exhausting than not having any sleep. And then I waddle out the door.
Going to quickly follow after Lorelai.
And Prayari and Roaring Bear, you do the same?
Yep, just gonna silently
Very
get
next
up and go.
What was that?
Next time you have an issue, you should wrestle it out.
Kinda did.
Me?
With you,
Less words.
mm-hmm.
All right. So we're heading back into the Undercity. Okay. So you'll all be. Go ahead.
I said, yeah.
Okay. So you all begin your walk over to the Undercity once more. You make your way down the steps. Now, are you going to see Grevir first?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you let me change up here. So you make your way down the staircase, the wooden staircase near the docks, and you pass underneath the mural into the caverns once more. And you make your way to Grevir's hovel. Sorry, my computer's a little slow. All right. You find the guards as before, 3 of them waiting outside the doorway as you approach.
Ermir will walk up to him. We need to talk to Grevir.
The one that you speak to nods and leaves down into the doorway as you kind of all wait. You wait for a moment, and he soon does come back. And you're ushered back into the hovel once more, down into it. You see the crack in the wall again. And then you see, you're led back into that main room, and you find Grevir. He's actually bandaging the the leg of one of the Undercity civilians, someone that you know, Brandon, or Ermir.
Mm-hmm.
And as you kind of all enter, you see he's finishing his work, and he says, I'm so sorry, guys. Cold. That leg should be better now. Morris, please, will you help Tara back to her home? One of the 4 guards in the room, there are 4 more guards in the room, nods and places her arm around his neck and begins leading her out. And as he leads her out, you hear the woman say, "Bless you, Grevir, bless you." And then you see the guard begin helping her up out until she is no longer visible. And Grevir just kind of like wipes his hands and he looks at you all and he says, "Welcome back, friends. I've been eager to hear word from you all. Do you bring good news?"
Yes, we bring news. Not all of it good, but about a mixed bag.
Well, please, I don't have much furniture for you to sit on, but I do invite you to make yourselves comfortable. Of course, you see the chairs once more, and the one broken one that I believe Ermir broke? If I remember correctly? One of you broke one of the chairs.
I sat in one and it broke. I think there were 2 of us. No, not just me.
Oh, you know what? I think that's right. I think it was 2 of you. But again, there's probably like 1 or 2 chairs left, and the rest are just broken wood.
Well, I'll choose to stand then. If the chairs look kind of flimsy, I don't want to ruin all of his chairs.
It's okay.
So yeah, we spoke to Crick. He had lots of information about the plague or the virus, what have you, and shortly after we were attacked, by the cannibals.
And you see his face just kind of like he looks very concerned as you say that.
Can I do an insight check to see if that reaction is genuine?
Sure.
Cool. Oh, what?
Did you roll a nat one? I can't see what you rolled, so.
Yes, I did. But I have lucky. So.
Because you're a halfling. That's
I'm
true.
gonna do it again.
That is true.
I also don't know why it rolls 2 when I click normal. Ah, okay. Ooh,
better.
that was a dirty 20.
All right. I will message you.
Oh crap.
Ooh.
Feel great about that.
Whispers.
Okay.
Y'all, Nine Realms Gaming is amazing.
Okay.
And you can enter with Command Loot to win a dice vault from them in our raffle.
All right.
So yeah, I'll continue. Yeah, Crick was robbed. Someone or something took most of his research. Nearly killed him, locked him in a trunk.
What a terrible thing to happen. Oh, so I'm assuming that Crick is not behind all this based on your responses.
It wouldn't appear that way. Do you have any idea who could have done this to him?
Probably the same people who are behind these cannibals. And the infections and the food going missing.
Well, surely you have some leads.
Crick was our lead.
So it seems we're back to square one on that front. The good news, though, we spoke to Revenir.
And?
And she's agreed to meet with you.
He immediately, his face just kind of lights up and he's like, this is excellent news. I'm overjoyed to hear it.
Yes.
Where will we be meeting? And when?
There's a nice little meadow just outside of Lacambria, out past the Quail's Cup. It's away kind of from everything. Picked it out nice and particular for all of us.
Wonderful. I'm excited to meet with the mind of Revenir. In my wildest dreams, I've never thought that this could be something that would happen. Will you all be there?
Of course.
And when will this take place? When will we meet?
Tomorrow at noon.
Sorry, is the morning? What time of day is it?
Right now?
Yeah.
It's probably like noonish.
Noonish.
Noon to 1 o'clock-ish.
Okay. We could do tomorrow morning if you can't wait until noon.
Yes. What does your calendar look like?
What is my calendar? Tomorrow morning sounds perfect. I'll gather my things and prepare at once. This is excellent news.
Yes, hopefully between the two of you we can put an end to this madness.
I feel like it's the start of something wonderful. A new life for everyone down here. He kind of like turns around and he goes back and he grabs his, a large book. And he just kind of starts flipping through it and kind of like licks his lip a little bit, like with his thumb, like, that people do when they turning pages and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I have so many ideas on turning things around, as well as some that have been suggested to me from others in the Undercity here. It's going to be nice to be heard for once.
Yes.
Well, don't sell yourself short. Meeting with Revenir Thorn, this is a tremendous opportunity, Ermira. Why you shouldn't be? You look so downhearted. This is wonderful news. We're getting the opportunity to change things for everyone down here.
Yeah, I guess I'm a bit shaken from the attack, These were our neighbors, our friends. And we had to put them down.
He closes the book for a moment as he looks at you, and he says, "For too long we've been down here, in the dark. Too many terrible fates have befallen all of us. If this had happened years earlier, I'm sure that we wouldn't have to be dealing with any of that."
How many years?
How many years of what?
How many years earlier would it have had to have been?
To not have to deal with all of this? There's so many things we've had to deal with. Perhaps if she had not forgotten about us initially when she took the slaves from the flesh market, lots of things wouldn't have happened. Lots of terrible things have happened to many people down here. Lots of mysteries that have never been solved. Murders, missings. People go missing all the time. It's a dark place. And it's about time that we step out into the light above.
Well, gang.
So tomorrow morning then.
Tomorrow morning, I'll bring my book and some of my men with me, and we'll have a meeting of the minds, as I believe the expression that I've heard nobles say.
Something like that, yes. But we do have other leads to follow, other matters to attend to, so if you'll excuse us.
Well, of course. And thank you again, Ermir. You've done so much for us. So much for everyone. Thank you. All of you. Thank you, all of you. This is tremendous. You can tell he's very excited, and he kind of like looks back down at his book and at you all, like...
I truly hope some good comes out of this.
Before we head out, Finn's gonna walk over to one of the chairs that had broken that he sat in, and he's gonna bend down. He's gonna start mending it. He's going to like pick up the wood and start mending it. I'm sorry we got off on such a rocky start, Grevir. And he looks over at me and he says, "I just hope tomorrow is going to be a fresh start for everyone."
He just kind of places a hand on you and he goes, "Thank you. I expect big things tomorrow as well."
He'll make his way back over.
While Finn's doing that, Priaria's gonna kind of investigate one of the guards, if that's possible.
Tell me what you're doing. What exactly? Like, what are you doing? Are you like putting like what are you doing?
He's looming over them.
Are you just like standing there, just kind of like? Are you just kind of like standing there, like kind of like how a bouncer does, like with somebody much shorter than them, and just kind of like looks him up and down or something? Or...
Scar's just looking down at him.
I feel like it'd be rude to just take his helmet off.
What are you investigating? I need to know what are you looking for? What are you investigating? What are you looking for?
I don't know, just if they look normal. If they can speak at all.
What do you say? Do you say something to them or like do they look normal? Are you asking me if they look like a glassy-eyed person? Maybe. Because you can ask me that. Like, it's okay to ask me that.
Okay, do they look like a glassy-eyed zombie possible cannibal person?
Make an investigation check.
Yay.
Or a perception, I guess. This would be more perception check.
Perception. Shit. Oh, it's a 15.
Okay, so you kind of just lumber over to one of them that's standing next to the doorway, and you just kind of like looking them up and down. You can see under the, like, being that close and under the hood, you can see a young woman with kind of dirty blonde hair. She's just kind of like, she's raising an eyebrow at you, like confused, like, and then kind of looks you up and down, like,
way up and down.
Yeah, way up and down. And then she just kind of like crosses her arms a little silently. But you don't say any glassy stare.
All right. She's begrudgingly satisfied for now.
Okay. And try to mute myself every time I cough.
All right, so we head out.
You heading out?
Yeah.
Right. So you make your way. You make your way back outside. What are you guys doing? Do you want to talk to one another, or are you going somewhere? Where are you going next?
See, everyone, I thought that was pretty promising. He was healing somebody, and then he seemed really excited and grateful.
Almost like he wants to help.
Almost like a different person.
Well, we did get him what he wanted.
Did you see at the start, when you were talking about the hungered and things, sort of avoided your eye contact, Eramir?
I didn't notice.
I don't know. After that, he seemed pretty genuine, but I feel he's not as concerned about the hungered as we are. But the hungered are so many of the people of the Undercity. I wonder why not.
There are many problems down here.
One at a time, I suppose. Speaking of, we should take Revenir's advice and go talk to Micah's mother about his symptoms.
Yeah. Ermir kind of looks off to the side. If we could, I don't want to scare them, you know? If we could be a bit discreet.
Just a house visit.
Oh, yeah. Shoot. I owe his mom a visit anyway. Haven't seen her in too long.
Don't worry, Praria. I'll protect you.
Thank you, little one.
He might be out.
Maybe we could bring her flowers or something. You know. Samson's good at making flowers.
I am really good at making flowers. I could do that for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, you druid craft some flowers.
Of course.
What kind of flowers do you druid craft?
Do you know Michael's mother's favorite flower?
think she's partial to like daisies, maybe.
I try to do daisies if I can. I don't know if I don't know if I have daisy seeds or anything, but I try to make some daisies and
Something
make some
exotic.
photos.
Something that doesn't grow. Well, not much grows here, anyways. But
Okay. So I'm gonna try to make some daisies, except that I'm gonna make them so that instead of like the one big like daisy flower, I'm gonna make it like 100 daisy, like little small ones. So it looks like there's like
baby, almost like baby's breath.
yeah, like
but like
baby's breath,
daisies.
but just like yeah, but bunches of them, like a huge like cluster of baby's breath
That you can hold in the air.
daisies.
I don't think you have to have seeds for this. Just yeah, I mean,
I'm just magic. I'll just make it happen.
you do that. So you all see like Samson just kind of like holds his arm off to the side, and like he does this motion with his hand as it goes up. Like he moves it up, and like as he does, like these vines just kind of spring forth from his veins up across onto his other hand, and you see him materialize this new type of daisy flower, like baby's breath that just kind of flourish. Like it almost looks like when fireworks bust out, and you see if that's sprinkling like magic fairy dust almost, and he materializes these beautiful daisies.
Hey,
Such a show off.
I am real quick. Thank you, Lawful Stupid, for the raid.
Yeah.
Again?
RPG raid.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
Y'all are
and
so awesome. We love you.
Lauren, if you want to show off the little giveaway we're doing.
Oh yes,
right
yes,
now.
guys. Since
So for all of you that just joined us, we're giving away a dice vault made by Nine Realms Gaming.
yes, you guys gotta enter.
Yeah, just follow us here with Command Loot, and you can win this beautiful. I think it's cedar, right?
No, it's white oak, and it's got
White
the Nine
oak.
Realms logo. I never have a trouble.
Yeah, it's
the-
got our logo, the Nine Realms logo. Super cool. They're our partner, so
Yes.
just make sure to follow us and then get a Command Loot for that entry.
Yes.
So super duper cool. Thank you all for joining us.
Yes, thank you guys.
yeah, y'all are awesome.
Okay, so Samson, Lorelai called you a show off there.
I always try to show off when I can. I mean, if you're good at something, why not make it known to everyone, right?
We lost Brandon.
Sorry, camera cut out.
Oh no, we partially lost Brandon.
Yeah, I'm here. It's just...
Oh, sorry, I meant to mute it. Sorry.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, if you're good at something, why wouldn't you just do your thing?
It is really cool.
I don't think you want me to do my thing. She blurts out.
Thingy?
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, anyway, so what is that? What do you want to call that?
The daisy breath? You know what? I think what we should do is we should ask Micah's mother, because Micah's mother is really the inspiration for all this, right? Isn't that right, Uramir?
Yeah, I think she'll like it. It's certainly exotic.
For sure. I can, you know what? And next time, what I'll do is I'll make it all different colors too. That way it's all not just, daisy or whatever.
Yeah.
But like if you like daisies, I mean, I guess that's you. You do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sometimes she whispers, I don't think they want me to do me.
Oh no. Oh no. So, Uramir, how far are we away from your Michael's mother's house?
Not very. Just across the way here. He'll lead the party on.
Oh no. Lorelai is possessed now.
Stop.
Here we go.
Keep going, guys. I'm fixing the overlay.
Oh yeah, everyone's getting moved around just
Everyone
a
got
little bit.
moved around. I'm fixing it. I'm almost done.
nice.
Yeah.
I get to be Roaring Bear. Yay.
I'm Prayaria. I'm tall.
I have an arm that is metal.
There we go.
Congratulations.
And horns.
So you all make your way over to Micah's house. Eramir kind of leads you there, and the curtain is actually a old rug, a very old, like very fine rug, but it's got holes in it that have been patched up with these beautiful, it looks like stars. There's like embroidery with this beautiful kind of shimmery thread where all the holes are. And so like as it comes down, you can tell that there were more holes on the bottom, and it looks like this cascade of like shooting stars that just go up across the rug. It's very pretty, and it's just been kind of like pulled to the side so people can walk freely in and out. Like the door isn't shut exactly. And you see immediately in there a woman. It looks like she is stirring a big pot.
I give the daisy's breath to Eramir.
I'll take him. I'll walk in. Knock, knock.
And you'll see she turns around. This beautiful human woman with dark black hair. She just lights up and smiles, and she goes, "Eramir, it's been so long since you visited me. Dare you?" And she runs up to you and gives you a big hug, and she goes, did you bring these for me?
I did.
Oh, she takes them, and she just, I've never seen flowers like this before. They're beautiful, Eramir.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you came to visit. Who are all your friends? Micah told me you met some individuals.
Yes. The tall one's Praeria. The quiet one's Roaring Bear.
Hello.
Says that's Finali, and the small one is Lorelei, and the other tiefling over there, that's Samson. He's actually the one who crafted these the flowers.
They are lovely. I'll find one of the old bottles that Micah found earlier today. You can see there are lots of sacks in here, lots of Santa sacks. And she goes and she finds an empty vase, like bottle that Micah brought, and she puts them in. And
speaking of bottles, can I borrow a couple of those?
Of course. How many do you need?
Just about like 3.
3?
Yeah, I'm working on some.
Do you need the corks? There's a separate bag Micah had for corks.
Yeah, why not?
She goes to a separate bag that is literally like a Santa-sized bag of just corks, and she grabs 3. And she goes over and she grabs some like wine, like empty wine bottles, and she grabs those and gives those to you as well. Is that what you came for some bottles?
Oh, no, it's just a little project I'm working on. Like I said, it's been a long time. Micah told me to come see you, so here we are.
Oh, he told you to come see me. You didn't come see me for your own.
There's been a lot going on.
Well, you were hungry. Micah brought a lot. I mean, this is Frisia's Advent. It's our holiday, and you know we got lots of good things, and I've been souping up a batch of my favorite soup. It's my Frisia's Advent soup. Lots of potatoes, though. There's lots of potatoes in it.
Yeah, I could eat. Guys, hungry?
I would like.
She just smiles. She's so excited, and she goes over. And she begins stirring the pot, and she'll grab some containers. She grabs like a wooden bucket, a couple wooden buckets, and then some old like chipped bowls. And she ladles the soup into the wooden buckets and the old bowls, and she passes them out to all of you. And you see in whether you got a wooden bucket. We'll say Finn got a wooden bucket, and we'll say Lorelei got a wooden bucket too, and the rest of you got chipped bowls. You see this very brothy. It's got like potato peels in it with chunks of ham, and you see there's a piece of bread just kind of sawed off and like put in the soup as well. And then the broth itself is mixed in with the potatoes. So like a cooked potato, it's very thick. I don't want to say like oatmeal, but you know when mashed potatoes gets too watered down, it's almost like that soupiness to it. And then you see flecks of pepper, and it smells very porky. It smells very pork-esque. You can smell like that pork fat in it.
We got a snonk here. Cover his nose.
Somebody cover Snonks. Snonk is like actually like he's leaning over and he's just kind of like snorking a little bit, and like he's looking down and he's just kind of like his little feet are like trying to like keep himself from like falling forward in like face first into the bucket. But he's very intrigued as to what is happening in the bowl or your bucket. And
I'll lean over to Roaring Bear. Even he knows he's delicious.
I think Finn's going to like paw through with the spoon and notice there's meat in it. So he's just going to take the bread and be like, "Oh, thank you." And like give the kind of like try and subtly give the rest to Snog.
As you share, yeah.
Wait, you give the pork to Snog?
You give the
We're sharing, sometimes. And he's having the meat, which is.
If you give him some, he's definitely eating it up. He is happy about it. If you let him get close enough, like you let him get close enough to the bucket.
Yeah, he's hungry.
His head falls in, like he tries to keep his balance on your shoulder, and like he falls in, and you see like his little pork butt is hanging up out of the bucket, and his little legs are just kind of like like moving as he's trying. Like he can't get out, but like his head and whole entire head has gone into the bucket.
But this is like the meatless portion, right?
No,
this isn't like
she didn't say anything. It's got pork in it.
Yeah, so Snonk is eating that, but you know, it's okay. He was just hungry.
But
Roaring Bear leans back over to Urimir and says, "Grab a lid. I'll make a fire."
This was just a disaster. Okay, let's move on.
Are you gonna pull him out? Or are you just gonna?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's gonna try and like support him while he's gorging, apparently, so he doesn't drown.
Okay, so you do grab him and you pull him back out so that he's not like drowning upside down in the bucket.
Now he's just dripping with soup and getting it everywhere.
Yeah, he has it all over his face, on his little snog. It drips back down into the bucket. Micah's mother just kind of laughs a little bit, and she just she spoons it up for the rest of you guys.
Roaring Bear is sitting there with his bowl, and like he doesn't use utensils, so he's sitting there like pawing at it, poking things in it, really closely inspecting it, and then eventually he'll turn around and try some.
Oh, she'll give you like spoons and stuff. They're all different kinds and colors and sorts. Some are wooden, some are metal, some have been broken and they've been like tied back together. And like the handle part is different from the top part, and they've been tied together.
I'll do that thing. I'll do that thing where you pretend to eat somebody's food to be nice, but like I'm not really hungry, so I'm not gonna actually eat it.
Okay.
Aria's drinking straight from the bowl.
Yeah, Lorelai eats it.
Oh yeah.
Those of you who do eat it, it's actually very good. It's very rich with that fattiness. You can tell that she just kind of like pawing through it, RB. You can tell like she has taken a lot of different things that Micah has received or has procured. There's you see turnips in there. You see carrots. You see a variety of other vegetables as well, with the broth and the potatoes and the meat. So I'm so glad you all like it, right?
Oh, delicious.
Yeah.
Roaring Bear takes a sip, and his eyes go really wide. and he like starts puffing up, and like like his bowl starts quivering as he tries to suppress this.
Are you all right? Wrong? Is it the wrong pipe? She walks over to you and she starts smacking the back of your back.
It's okay.
No, he just prefers his food raw. That's all.
Raw.
Yeah, he's a bit of a hunter type, you know.
I've never tasted so many spices in one place.
She just kind of looks confused, like she's not sure if that's a compliment or an insult. She looks very confused. And she looks back at Ermir, like if he can translate for what's happening.
He's not from around here.
Oh. Well, bread is not as spicy. If you just want bread.
Roaring Bear tentatively reaches into the bowl and takes out the bread. And now he's really self-conscious because he's like looking at everyone.
Everyone is staring at him.
Everyone's looking back.
Everyone is staring at him.
The bread is like.
Micah's mother is still like behind you with like her arm up, like maybe she should still, like, if you're gonna choke or something. Like she's very confused, but.
Like the bread is quivering and little droplets of broth are flicking off. He's just shaking so much.
And he
will eat the entire thing in one bite. Just like oh.
She watches you shake and the broth gets on the floor and she goes, "Oh, it's all right, sweetie." And she goes back and she grabs like an old like dirty rag and she walks over and she wipes it off the cave floor.
This poor woman.
Well, I'm so glad that you all could come and visit me. Although I wish you'd visit more, Ermir.
Yeah, Uramir, as he takes the bowl and dumps it into his bowl real quick.
You try to do it without her looking?
No.
She sees that and she looks like so sad.
It's very good. I just can't.
He ate like a whole deer before we got here.
I ate the bread. The bread was very good. So is the broth. And
she just gets quiet.
Like sets down the bowl and walks outside real quick.
And there's just an awkward silence. She's just like, she's uncomfortable now.
So
she's just like, she starts twiddling her thumbs a little bit and just kind of like looking at the floor.
He says, "It's fine. More for me."
You are skin and bones. If you'd come by more, I'd make sure to keep you well fed. You know, your mother and your father go.
Mostly skin and bones.
Oh, I let out a big yawn. Say, "Oh, sorry, didn't sleep very well last night."
Oh. Do you just miss home, or?
Well, a little, but I just had a nightmare.
Oh. Oh, I'm very sorry. You can all see that she has dark circles under her eyes as well. I should have mentioned that. She does have dark circles under her eyes that are very deep. Oh, I can relate. And she just kind of like rubs her temple profusely and closes her eyes for a moment. I wish I could sleep too. Rough nights for me as well, but. Hopefully the next night will be better for you.
Oh, thank you. Do you have nightmares often?
Oh, every night for quite some time.
How long has it been going on for?
About 6 months or so. I'm sure maybe it's a sickness. You know, I told Micah about it, and you know, maybe there's something that we can find, maybe a cure for, or maybe he's been after Mangwin's magical mysteries. He's been watching to see if they have any sleep potions to kind of help me, maybe put me in a deeper sleep where I can finally rest.
Micah been having trouble sleeping too?
Oh, no. No, he hasn't. He's not as home as I'd like him to be. You know, he's out gallivanting and
Getting into trouble, yeah.
getting into trouble. It's hard to keep tabs on that boy, but he makes sure to come home regularly to see me and make sure I'm okay. And he's I worry about him. I don't want him stealing from that Manwin's magical mysteries. It's heavily guarded, and I don't know what I'd do if he got caught and he was imprisoned.
Is that why you've been having the nightmares? Dreaming about Micah getting hurt?
Oh no. My nightmares are the same.
What are they?
My nightmare? What is... You want me to tell you about it?
Well, yeah, it seems to be bothering you.
Might help to just talk about it.
Yes, my dad used to say it is like silence, a nightmare, and it will be destroyed if you speak about it. It's for children, but it may help.
She kind of looks at you curiously, and then she looks back at Uramir. You can tell she feels a little bit self-conscious and uncomfortable. And I'll say that, Finlay, you can tell she looks unconscious. You can tell that she... That's not what I meant to say.
No.
You can tell that she looks uncomfortable and self-conscious, as well as Praeria and Lorelei. And I'll say Uramir too, just because you know her well. But RB and Samson, it's a little difficult for you to...
Well, I'm not even in the house anymore.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's right.
Yeah.
Right. You're not in the house.
Sorry, didn't mean to put you on the spot there. I mean, we all have bad dreams. Like, Lorelei, what was yours about?
Oh, you are so bad. Well, I was reading my journal, and then the vines on the cover started crawling off of it and into my skin, and then I heard a demon. Or a devil. Yeah, a devil. It was terrible.
Micah's mom's eyes are just like, whoa.
Oh, are yours not that bad?
No, that's... I mean, mine, I think mine are worse. It's hard, you know, to say that one's dream is scarier than another when you haven't quite experienced someone else's dream, but mine is pretty horrifying, and having to deal with it night after night is pretty exhausting.
I did hold back a bit on the details, for your sake. But you have nothing to be afraid of with us. We've seen some waking nightmares lately.
Well, you are... These are your friends, right, Omir?
Yeah, I trust him.
Is that the truth?
Yeah.
Even with Samson in the room?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
I think
Right.
I trust Samson. I don't know if Samson trusts me, but actually, you know.
All right. So, with that, and you, like, she feels more comfortable now that Lorelei has kind of told her her dream. And seeing that you trust these people, she just kind of, like, relaxes for a moment. And she says, It's quite vivid and detailed, and I suppose that I could tell you. I told Micah, and he made a very awful face, and he's flushed with worry, but I just don't want you to overreact. It's just a dream. It means nothing. Dreams don't mean anything. All right. Is that okay?
Ermir will walk over to her, kind of take her hand. He'll say, "Things have been hard lately, and you're the closest thing to a mother I have now. I'll do whatever I can to help you."
She hugs the shit out of you. And she just leans on you and grabs your arm, and like she kind of tears up a little bit at that, knowing your mother and actually being probably her best friend, or if not one of her best friends. And she just kisses your cheek, and she goes, "I love my boys." And she says, "Okay, I'll tell you." She sits back, she sits kind of back in her chair and relaxes for a moment. She says, "It's always the same. I'm in a house, all alone. I search, wandering through aimlessly. It always comes up empty. I try to leave and the door's locked. I run to the window and look out in the streets of Cambria and the docks, the Undercity. I hear voices in a language I can't understand. I try to break my way out, but I can't, and the voices, they draw nearer." You can see she's just kind of like, she's looking down, coming back to this dream as she speaks on it. "I see people walking down the streets, walking past this house that I'm trapped in. I yell and I scream and no one can hear me. Do they even care? Do they see me? Every so often, someone passes a glance my way, and they begin to look at me curiously, but they just continue to walk forward, going about their day. And the whispers draw closer. The house darkens, and it's cold. I see my breath upon the air, and I look out and I see me. Hundreds, crowds of me. I know that sounds strange. They are all looking back in on me through the window. They smile at me, the unsettling, knowing kind, like. And I scream at them and I ask them what they want. The whispers draw closer. The shadows in the street, they're all still there. I can't see their faces, but I can feel their eyes still on me. The street lamps, then they go dark, and all I can see is the pale light cast upon them from the moon. Like a hunter stalking its prey, the moonlight moves like a mighty light from the great lighthouse of Cambria. But this light doesn't lead the lost home. It's silent and it's swift and final as each home is illuminated. A greater darkness is left in its place, and a great chorus of wails begins to grow. And the chorus intensifies, and it builds as this light moves. And more voices. I wait. And I wait. And I wait. And the fear and the anxiety of what I know is coming builds from within me, and inevitably the light finds its way to me. It's blinding, and immediately snuffs out like a candle just as quick as it came. And I wake up. She just exhales and just kind of like looks down.
Wow.
Every night for the past 6 months, 12 days.
And it never changes.
No, it's always the same. Well, she kind of thinks on it to try and see if there's something different, but no, it's always the same.
Do you ever recognize any of the people before they all turn into you?
No. They are rather unextraordinary. Nothing about them is memorable.
That is strange. I'm sorry, I wish there was more we could do.
It's just a dream. It's okay, Ermir. Dreams can't hurt us. Right?
Yeah.
Besides, I'm sure that Micah will find something that will help me sleep better.
Can I, would you mind if I tried something?
Well, what do you mean, try something?
Maybe it's a spell? If you come into something Micah took may have had some magic on it or something?
Wait, what do you mean?
You know, cursed objects and the like. If something in here is...
Oh, that I might be cursed?
Well, or have a cursed object, maybe.
Oh. That's fine.
Okay.
Yes.
Revenir will cast Detect Magic on the room.
Okay.
And specifically, he's looking for, I think it was necromancy and... Help me out, guys.
Enchantment.
Yes.
Necromancy and enchantment.
This is a hard one, but I think it's appropriate based on the information you already know, because it's something you can see.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be something you can see, right? So I will say that you see a small glow coming, that same glow coming from her head. It's faint. Kind of like when you see a light from, like, behind a cloth.
Uh-huh.
Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you don't have to. It looks like you don't have to see it. You just sense it. And if you can see it, there's an aura.
Okay. Well, you can sense it coming from her head.
You can sense it.
That you have so you cast this spell. I think it's a ritual spell. No, it's not. It's
just a regular old one action.
verbal somatic, right?
Verbal somatic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you cast the spell, and I'm guessing you try to kind of look around the room, but you probably always come back to looking at her as you do so.
I do my best not to focus on her because I don't want to freak her out, but I definitely take note of it.
You see it. Do you react in any way? Or do you try to stifle your reaction?
I definitely try to stifle my reaction.
Roll me I'm guessing that would be deception. A deception check, because you're trying to deceive her and make it feel like everything's okay.
Or performance.
Or performance, yeah. Do that performance would be probably more appropriate.
Okay.
I always forget about performance. I always forget about performance.
X-Bard.
Wow. All right, that's I put an 8 on deception and an 8 on
Eight, stop
performance.
speaking.
So
It's an 8.
It's an
It's
8
an eight.
It's an 8 regardless.
yep,
Oh.
the fates wanted it to be an 8. So
Her eyebrows furrowed and she goes, "Is everything all right? Did you find something? You look a little bit, I would say, scared. Would that be accurate? The kind of expression that would have sneaked through."
yeah,
Okay. You look scared. Is everything okay? Did you find it?
Micah's just there's a lot of magic items in here, and I'm just worried that people might come and try to take it back, or maybe one of these is what's causing your dream. He'll walk over to one of the sacks and he'll just pick up the whole thing. He'll be like, "Let us get rid of this for you. Maybe it'll help."
You just grab one of them?
Yeah.
Okay. She looks at you. She looks very confused right now. She goes, so it's a magic item then?
That'd be my best guess, yeah.
But he just grabbed that today. It couldn't possibly be that. These are all from Frasia's advent that he brought back. Mia, is there something that I need to know? You're scaring me.
Put the sack down. Say, I'm not sure what it is. But there's definitely some bad energy in here.
She just hangs on to every word, like waiting for the next one.
But
Laura?
dreams are. Go ahead.
Oh, you were saying something. Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say.
Yeah.
I go over and I put a hand on Ermir's shoulder. I say, "But Ermir, dreams are just dreams, right?"
Yeah, the two might not even be connected, honestly.
Oh.
I don't even. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I don't even know if there's a magic item that can affect dreams like this. It's probably nothing.
You're right. We don't even know if such a thing exists. I mean, Lorelai's over here dreaming about vines and demons.
Are they making deception checks right now?
Yeah.
Just wondering.
I definitely think that Brandon needs to make a deception check. Samson doesn't, because he's just saying dreams are just dreams, right?
Okay, let's try to.
Brandon definitely needs to. Ermir definitely needs to make a deception
I'm
check.
I'm aiding him with his deception check.
No.
That's what I'm trying to do. That's fine though.
Payroll.
And is just exchanging nervous glances with Lorelai.
Was that a 2? I could see like the.
I don't know.
Was it
Yeah.
a 2?
I'm +5 on deception, bro. I'm just rolling crappy. I'm supposed to be good at this.
To hide. +5.
As this all happens, I'll say, "Did you say that Micah had gone to Mangwood's Magical Mysteries?"
No, you can't divert it on it. You're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait at this point to say that. You're gonna have to wait. She has to respond to everything that Ermir just said. And now that he said it, and he rolled his deception check. So, she looks at you, and back at the bag, and she goes, "Well, why won't you tell me, Ermir? I can see that you're lying. You should know me better than that to not see it. You and Micah both. You can't get anything past me."
How far apart are you and are you just facing each other?
Are Ermir and I facing each other?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, like we're within 5 feet of one another. It's cramped. It's a cramped hovel like it would be any other that you've been in.
So Lorelai will walk up and she'll take Urimir's hand and say, "We decided to be truthful, remember?" And she'll take Micah's mom's hand and say, "I'm sorry, but you're sick."
I'm sick. What do you know with what? I mean, I know something is wrong. It would make sense for some sort of sickness to cause it if it's lasted this long. There must be a cure, right? But you know, it sounds like you know what it is.
We're trying to find out.
Is it fatal?
Not forever. Not on my watch.
Is that why you are all here? Is that why you've been with these individuals, your new friends? Is that what you've been doing?
Yeah, we're trying to fix things down here. I'm sorry for not being upfront with you. I don't want you to worry.
I honestly worry about you and Micah more than myself. It just worries me when you don't tell me. And you lie, and there's no reason to lie to me, Uri.
What kind of avoider I? Because he knows she's right.
Scared me half to death, thinking I had some sort of cursed object, and you know what it is. I feel more comforted knowing that it's something that we have knowledge of than have nothing at all. The unknown is far more frightening.
Don't worry, I'm the only cursed object in this room. She'll laugh to herself.
She just looks at you like she's like... she looks at you like she thinks you're trying to make light, like she's confused once again, but like like she's like, are you cursed? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm
Detect
not
magic on Lorelai.
what
Detect magic on Lorelai.
on Lorelai.
Yeah.
You
Wouldn't it have lit up though?
You would have lit up actually.
Yeah. Did I notice anything? Because I scanned the whole area.
Would he have?
I'll
let her.
I don't know. I don't think so, because I don't have any more candles of dreaming. And the book, unless I don't know, you possessed it, it's not enchanted or anything.
Mm-mm.
Didn't Rev give you more candles though?
She's ordering them.
Oh.
She's getting them for her.
Special delivery. Well, what we do know is you will continue having nightmares, and there might be something I can do about that, but I'm not sure. I'll visit in a while and drop off something that might help.
That would be wonderful. She looks at Ermir once more. Please don't lie to me again, Ermir. Micah tries to lie about where he gets his things, and I'm not stupid. I know that he's not finding them in the garbage. Some things maybe, but I'm sure as hell that he didn't find, that silver goblet in the garbage.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No more lying.
Cross my heart.
She'll just kind of wait for you to cross your heart and fold her arms, and she'll give you the look. That's more like it.
You guys, Aramir has a heart.
He has a
But
heart.
Uramir has a heart. It's just an X.
He has a heart. He's just a little stubborn. You know,
just a little.
Really?
your father's like that too. He was a little stubborn as well. But if he didn't humble himself a little bit, he would have never met your mother. So, I know it's hard, but think on that. Think about being a little more trustworthy to people who love you and care about you. We only want the best for you.
I know. And I will.
While all of this is happening inside, what is Roaring Bear doing outside?
He has found a local cramped, dark alleyway, and he at first was trying to sharpen one of his axes, but now it just lays in front of him with his sharpening tools as he's curled up in the fetal position with his hood over his head and is just rocking.
Roaring Bear's possessed too, yeah.
Okay. Do you all have anything else you want to say to Micah's mother before you leave to possibly go find Roaring Bear back outside and converse outside?
Lorelai says she has something for your dreams. Hopefully that'll help. Other than that, you know, I worry about you too. I don't want anything bad to happen, and it's just been hard lately. I'll make sure I'll keep an eye on Mike if I see him.
Keep 2 eyes on him if you can.
Yeah.
I try to. It's very difficult.
We both know how he is.
He's what they call a free spirit. He cannot be tamed. It was a pleasure to meet you all, and she looks at Finelai and she looks at Snonk, whose like entire half body is covered in potato soup, basic potato pork soup, and she goes, "Do you want to take some with you for your piglet?"
Oh, no, but thank you for offering. Do you have like a towel or something maybe? I don't want him to rub it all on your nice rug.
All on your nice rug.
Yeah, like roll around.
She goes over and she finds some torn cloth, and she brings it back. It's like an apron. It looks like she uses it as an apron, and she hands it to you. And Snomp just like looks up.
Yeah, Finn will start trying to like dry him off.
And like Snonk will just kind of wiggle a little bit, and just like his ears will flop, and while you clean him off, and he just moves his chin.
He's a happy bean.
Snug.
Thank you. Hand it back.
Of course. I'm glad that you enjoyed it, little piggy.
Oh, delicious as always.
All right.
As we're leaving, Uramir will go to Finn. He'll say, "You know there was pig in that, right?"
It's fine. We don't think about that.
Fine, because we've been fighting cannibals all day.
I was gonna say.
Monk is not a cannibal. No,
That's
not that kind of cannibal.
That's what just happened, Finn.
No, it didn't. It's not like he tried to rip another pig's face off or anything.
Unless it was already in there.
Animals eat each other all the time. It's fine.
Okay, I just didn't want to hurt her feelings like someone. And he walks outside and looks around for Roaring Bear.
Roaring Bear, are you easy to spot, or is it going
No.
to take some?
Real quick, does the thread that the stars on that rug are made out of match the thread on Uramir's cloak?
Make an investigation check for me.
So I assumed it did.
18.
Yes.
I say, hey, Uramir.
Yeah. Yeah, that's me mum's work.
And your dad's. Oh, Crick's.
Pretty sure it's your dad's work, mate.
There's a lot. He did a lot of stuff I don't know about. Did I notice that when I did the detect magic, or?
Ooh.
I forgot about it, but yeah, you probably would have picked up on that as well, which
Sweet.
I can't tell. I couldn't tell you right off the bat what magic that is. If you want to know, I can send it to you after. But yes, you would have picked up on the similarities of your
Yeah, I know
cloak
it's
and-
the protection.
I think it's divination, maybe? But...
Or
It's okay.
abjuration.
Or abjurate, yeah. But anyways, yes.
One of those two.
Regardless, it would be the same. Yes.
Kind of puts a smile on his face. It's like, Dad was a smart man. Is a smart man.
The greatest inventor.
In all of Lacambria.
Where's Roaring Bear? Thought he was just outside.
How far away are you, Roaring Bear? Are you close enough to...
Where's
Are you...
the closest dark alleyway?
I would say it's probably... It's weird. It's not like they're not alleys in the Undercity, but there would be like maybe like an alcove that broke off. Maybe a small cramped one that nobody like lives in, but would be like a hiding place for children. Cracks, fissures in the wall, essentially, every so often. I would say the closest one might be 75